Hi, Cipher here, your tech rookie of the year. Now in this video, I'm gonna give you 5 features in which the Samsung S22 Ultra got the iPhone completely beat. And if you're thinking about purchasing a new phone, I think you should consider getting the S22 Ultra over the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Let's get to the video. So I just got the S22 Ultra and I got to say that I can't really get enough of this device. It's everything they say and even more. So these are features that I think totally crushes the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Let's get it. The first on my list is the display. Now, the Samsung S22 Ultra display, 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display. This gives rise to crystal colors and more immersive experience. Compared to the iPhone 6.7-inch OLED, the colors on the Samsung pops out more, giving you stunning visuals, accompanied by a 120Hz refresh rate with PPI of 500. Now, the iPhone also gives you 120Hz refresh rate, but this is where the Samsung takes it to another level. The response time speed is 1 millisecond on the Samsung, and with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the response time speed is about 8.5 seconds. Now, I love peak brightness, I love always on display, and I'm a sucker for these things. So, on the S22 Ultra, peaking at about 1740 nits brightness is unlike any device I've ever used. The iPhone, however, peaks at about 1200 nits brightness. The camera. With a new and improved camera, I gotta say this one is pretty close. The iPhone 13 Pro Max has a really good camera. It's no slouch. It gives you crisp shots, gives you great detail, great low light imagery, and so does the Samsung S22 Ultra. Now, this is where the iPhone 13 Pro Max kind of dropped the ball on this one. Now, the ProRes mode on the iPhone 13, I feel is not there yet. I think there's still some improvements to be done with the ProRes mode. I feel it's not as smooth, and the resolution of ProRes is not 4K 60 FPS yet. So when you're running ProRes on the iPhone, I think you have to use it on 1080p at 29 frames per second. And I'm not a fan of that. It's 4K 60 FPS all the way. So I feel iPhone did a great job, but they kind of dropped the ball in one aspect. And that one gives the Samsung the edge over the iPhone. It's not a clean edge, but an edge is an edge nonetheless. Now, with the new algorithms managing the Samsung 108 ISO cell line in the S22 Ultra, it allows it to capture more detail, and that's an area where I feel the Pro Max is beat. The Galaxy even has an addition called Director Mode that I said in my previous S22 Plus video. Director Mode really gives you an angle of all cameras at once, and I think the portrait mode on the Samsung is new and improved as compared to the iPhone portrait mode, where the image quality on the portrait mode on the focus image still feels blurry around the edges, but the Samsung did a great job portrait mode, portrait pictures and videos of trying to cut out the images and separate that image from the blurry background. Whereas on the iPhone, however, there are still some smudges on the images when taking pictures or shooting a video on portrait mode. Next, the design. Now, first off, when you buy a new product, the design is something that gives customer satisfaction. You're not buying a product just because of the specs and speed. Now, it's part of it, don't get me wrong, but the design also gives you a sense of satisfaction when you're getting a new flagship device. When you get a new device, the feeling of having something new doesn't just always come from the specification. The feeling of something fresh and aesthetically pleasing and different and catchy comes from the design. And I feel Samsung had done a great job over the years of always going the extra mile and taking the leap of trying something new when it comes to design. Unlike the iPhone that is used to sticking with the same design for 2-3 generations, it's just really annoying. Example, I think the iPhone 14 will be the same with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The same design. Now, improved and better specs, better hardware, but the design will still be the same. So, iPhone users will feel a little bit cheated because you feel like you're buying the same thing over and over again. Now, with the Samsung, you don't get that problem. The S22 Ultra design is completely different from the S21 Ultra design. It feels different, it looks different, and it's clearly unorthodox. Each lens is protruding slightly from the surface of the phone instead of having them on a camera island, unlike the previous device of the S21 Ultra or previous S21 devices. Even the iPhone 13 Pro Max still has the same camera setup on a camera island. So doing something new and changing the design of the phone makes it more better than the iPhone. And you don't feel cheated. You feel like when you're getting something, that freshness, fresh look, fresh design makes you feel more satisfied as a consumer. And that's what I think. Now, P.S. I still love my iPhone. Don't get me wrong. I'm still an iPhone guy. But I will give respect to whom respect is owed. Facts. Now, the next feature is Samsung DeX. Now, Samsung DeX mode pretty much is new and improved. Now, in this phone, there's a new implementation of Samsung Wireless DeX. So with Wireless DeX, you can pretty much use your phone and pretty much have your PC on your phone anywhere, anytime. You just need to set it up and you're set to go. Now, where I think this comes in handy is with COVID, most people work from home now. So if you have kids and these kids are annoying and all over the place, your PC might not be always available to you at all times. Now with the Samsung DeX mode, this allows you to have your PC on your phone at all times. So if you were working, you can continue your work on your phone. And the Samsung DeX pretty much turns your iPhone into a laptop or your tablet. And that's a really cool feature to have. On the train, wherever you are, you can pretty much have access to your laptop on your phone. Now, I've said this before. The vibe I'm getting with my Samsung S22 Ultra is the vibe of productivity. And the vibe I get with my iPhone is a more entertainment, social media type vibe. And that's why I feel Samsung and iPhone are completely different. One focuses more on productivity, even though it still gives you entertainment and socials. The iPhone, however, focuses more on socials and entertainment. So these are two different distinctive features between the Samsung and the iPhone. So if you are leaning toward productivity, pick the Samsung. If you're leaning toward entertainment and socials, pick the iPhone. So this is something that I think is a major difference between the Samsung and the iPhone. And with the implementation of Samsung Wireless DeX, new and improved, this takes it to another level. Now, the last on this list is S Pen. I'm not really one to talk about S Pen because I've never used an S Pen before. I used to have a Samsung Z Fold 3 and I never even used an S Pen with that phone. Even though I had the opportunity of getting the S Pen, I didn't feel I need to. I didn't feel I needed to. So I didn't get the S Pen with the Z Fold 3, but with this phone, it comes with the S Pen, and I was forced to say, okay, let me just try it out. Let me see what's special about this S Pen thing. Now, using the S Pen is addictive. First of all, it is addictive. This thing really makes this phone more like, it makes me enjoy using my phone more, especially in that productive aspect. I can write notes when taking a meeting. I can edit things, pictures, videos on the go, and it makes it easier than using my thumbs to edit pictures and videos. Unlike my iPhone, I can't do the same thing, but on the Samsung, it's easier when I'm editing pictures and editing videos using the S Pen, and also when I'm doing other things like writing and also taking down notes and just general drawings, stuff like that. The S Pen really shines. It's responsive, the touch, it feels nice. Now, let me say this out loud. If you want a stylus with your phone, this conversation is over. Just get the S22 Ultra, no question, don't even think about it. If stylus is on your mind, I think you shouldn't even consider the ProMax. Just get the Samsung S22 Ultra. You will not regret it. So that's pretty much all I got to say about this, and I'm sure you have a lot to say, so leave it down there in the comment section, and I would love to read your comments and engage with you guys in the comment section. Anyway guys, if you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos, and don't forget to hit the like button too. Now, stay safe, stay frosty, Cipher out.